Right now, we're going to check in with the campaign here, but first, let's look at the numbers. Oregon measure 91 yes, 63% no, 37%. However, as you look at these numbers, it's important to note that Tim Hibbetts has not called this race yet. So, well, we can check in with him a little bit later, but probably has to do with where these votes are coming in. He's not confident enough to say that, yes, this has passed yet. But I'm wondering what the reaction is right now from the Yes campaign. Kelsey Watts is there to tell us what they're thinking. Kelsey?
Well, supporters of the Yes on 91 campaign party are just starting to come in here for their official election night party here in Southeast Portland. And we're told that as soon as we get some more results on this measure, one of the main people behind this measure, Chief Petitioner Anthony Johnson, will be making some comments. But you might have heard our own election analyst Tom Hibbetts say earlier tonight, this one will come down to voter turnout, and especially whether young people turn out tonight. Now, Oregon shot down a similar measure 2 years ago. Back in 2012, it failed by a margin of 53 to 47%. And as you just heard with these first results tonight, this one still too close to call. If it does pass here in Oregon, it would still take some time to implement.
For me, I think it's about freedom. I think it's about independence. It's about, I've been a big fan of the plan. I've used it myself for many years, and I've graduated college, and I've been successful on my jobs, and I'm a filmmaker now.
All right, that was Kelsey Watts reporting from the Yes campaign. She said a lot of people still trickling in there.
This is a big ballot measure, you guys. This is measure 90. Marijuana in Oregon. Tim Hibbetts is ready to make a call on this one.
Yes, we believe it's going to pass. It's going to not be a landslide, but all you got to do is get 50% plus one. And the reason, Ben, is it's rolling up a massive margin as expected in Multnomah County, but it is also passing in Washington County, passing in Jackson County, and passing in Lane County. These are most of the larger counties in the state, and it's going to pile up such a margin in those counties that even if some of the smaller, more rural conservative counties vote no, I don't believe they'll have the votes to overcome that lead.
Okay, Tim Hibbetts calling in favor of recreational marijuana. That will pass.
Welcome back to our coverage here on PDX TV as we're watching the votes come in here this election night. And we want to check in with one of the big measures that people were really interested in how this would turn out. And we have called this one. Tim Hibbetts, our Fox 12 analyst, says Oregon measure 91, recreational marijuana, will pass. Right now, the supporters are having kind of a meeting. One of the speakers is at the podium. Let's go and listen to that now.
Misinformation and outright lies. And we won this election tonight due to many people in this room, many people across the state, many people across the country, many people that are no longer with us. And Jim Gregg, for one, a longtime activist. Jim Clark is in a hospital right now awaiting a new liver. What'd you say? Jack Herrera, long list of activists who, over the years, have worked hard and dedicated their lives to stop a harmful and just painful discriminatory policy that disproportionately hurts people of color and people of low income. Volunteers over the years have gathered thousands upon thousands of signatures. They've made thousands upon thousands of phone calls. They've knocked upon thousands of doors.
So let's check in with our political analyst, Tim Hibbetts. Tim, I know that polls showed that this was going to be a close one.
Yes, it's going to pass by a comfortable margin, not an overwhelming margin, but clearly a solid margin. And again, it's going to be driven by a very large vote out of Multnomah County. It's going to pass in Washington County. It's going to pass in Jackson County. It's going to pass in Lane County. And it's going to break even in Clackamas County. You take all of those large counties together, and that is enough votes to get it over the top.